Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac AFTERBIRTH Plus. Don't even think twice about that continue there. Tomo, you want to leave? By all means. That continue is from when we died earlier, and after stopping recording the video, I said to myself, Self, just Alt F4. You haven't earned the close button there. Plus, whenever you quit the game, it always puts up a message that says, Isaac-ng.exe has stopped working. Would you like to send an error report? To which I reply, no. No, I would not like to send an error report. E4EG34EB. What a strangely echoing seed here. So you're going, NL, why are you playing as the Lost? Well, you ever hear of a little thing called self-flagellation? It's a distant past idea. In religion, I think, I'm making most of this up off the top. I mean, it's like a real thing, but I mean, I'm not really, you know, doing it, you understand? Anyway, the point is, the idea is none of us are free of sins, so in order to, you know, be cleansed of your sins, you have to hit yourself on the back with a wet towel or something like that, like Paul Bettany did in the Da Vinci Code, okay? The movie. I haven't read the book, to be honest with you. So I'm playing a Lost Run here, because I think I need a reset. I haven't been playing... Oh, this is gonna stink. I haven't been playing that well lately, and, I think it would be just a good time. No, that's fine. It would be a good time to just sort of, you know, iron is sharpened by. I'm going through mixed metaphors here. You want to sharpen a knife, you don't rub it up against, you know, some terry cloth, do you? Nah, you sharpen it with a sharpener, which I believe is made out of stone or some other type of metal. Anyway, the point is, hard times make strong men, and hard runs make good Isaac players. Hard runs also a bit of a oxymoron if you work in the proctology department, but I digress. That's good. It's good. It's not good. Life goes on. So yeah, basically, there's a lot of posturing right off the bat here, but I think I've been playing kind of badly, and it doesn't hurt to try to, you know, create something a little bit more memorable. Breed good habits again by forcing myself into a little bit of adversity. That's my current perspective, and I think there's a relatively good case to be made for that. Of course, the Lost is not that difficult anymore. Really just a fun character most of the time. I actually don't know if we should even blow up Tinted Rocks with 2 bombs. We'll consider it in the future. I mean, we broke even on the first one, but that's what I'm looking for right there. If we pay attention, I bet we can get, wait what, to pay dividends. Use our bombs for that instead. Because we can also find, crawl spaces and black markets, even though those don't necessarily tend to be amazing. Okay, fairly useless room. Puberty, full health, 2 pills that really, well, let's phrase it as if we're Chandler from the late 90s and early 2000s television program Friends. Could I be any less useful for a Lost Run? That's not Chandler bonding of Isaac. I want to be careful with what I say about Friends, because I know that, I mean, I don't really like the show. I've seen every episode of it about 4 times, because I was, you know, between the age of 6 and 14 when it aired. But I aged into Seinfeld, and that's just kind of where I stayed, you know. I'm a Seinfeld Frasier guy, and I think that you, by listening to me talk, you can understand that. Oh, let's go. That was actually extremely valuable. I would also like to get another telepills if possible. Please take me out of here. That's, could I be any less useful? You get the idea. Don't hit me, please. If I'm excited pops off here, we're gonna be like, what's the opposite of living the dream? In the Hunter's friggin' nightmare, Bloodborne style. Okay. So, our deal with the devil was trash. It's definitely not what you want to have happen when you're, playing as the Lost, but you know what? What did I say? Hard times make strong men. Sometimes strong men do hard time, you know, in like a correctional institute. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to pivot a little, you know? Like I'm trying not to get called for traveling in the NBA. I don't know. The thing with Friends is that it's become, I don't know, like people, I always kind of saw it, and maybe this is not necessarily fair, but I always saw it as kind of like a show for people who are a little bit, and this is a little insulting, I'll admit. Let's save our key for now. Oh, but that's some kind of special rock right there. It must be a black market. In which case, actually, if you'll forgive me, I'm gonna try something here. Let's take Temperance in, open this, try to get a bomb, please. Oh, it's a tinted rock. I just couldn't see it properly. Strength. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop Temperance down and pop this down. And then we get another key out of that. I don't really want to use 2 keys to open it. I don't think I can dip between the lasers there, though. So let's hold on to the devil card for the future here. Even though the moon is a good teleporter. But for right or wrong, I always thought Friends was like kind of a generation after mine, is what I'm trying to say. Hostad's decent, but let's go a little deeper. I hate Hemolacria, and that's why I'm going to take it. A little more self-flagellation. But now that time has gone on, Friends has, I think now that it's on Netflix, it's kind of re-entered the public consciousness, and people are like, we were on a break! And I'm like, okay, you know what? You like what you like. I'm not going to be a snob about it, even though I was kind of like being a snob about it mere moments ago. Why do you take Hemolacria, NL? Well, allow me to refer to my friend Kendrick Lamar. What's wrong, YouTube? I thought you was keeping it zany. I thought that's what you wanted. And here we are, with a Zane run. One day I know we're gonna get Hemolacria, Holy Light, Booger Tears, Explosivo, and it's just gonna be, every shot is gonna be a destroyer of worlds. It's gonna make Robert Oppenheimer cream his jeans. I think he's been dead for like 40 or 50 years, but, you know, ignoring that. Disregard. Hey, could you not? Also, why are you taking so long to kill? You know what I have a problem with Hemolacria? It's not the fact that Hemolacria is not that good. It's the fact that Hemolacria shows up all the freaking time.
Lemon party.
It's like a telemarketing call or something like that. I don't want you right now, Hemolacria, and yet you've forced my hand here. Tammy's... Oh, what a waste. Tammy's head Hemolacria might be dynamite. I don't know if we've ever had this combination before. It looks amazing. Dude, have we actually hit, like, what we've been looking for all this time? Is this what Bono sang about? I still have found what I'm looking for? Don't die here, for God's sakes. You're so set. All you need to do is not totally ruin it. Admittedly, we could, you know, work on the damage a little bit. This could be an angel. Dude, give me this plus Godhead. That's God's plan. I don't know anything about modern hip-hop. I'm just being honest with you. There's 2 secret rooms, or are you just freaking now? I don't know. I don't know about that one. To be honest with you, I don't know what you're doing up there. It can't be a secret room. I'm honestly a little confused. I don't know what you're doing. Was there a crawl space there that doesn't exist because it's a chasm instead of having a rock on it? I don't know how your floor generation code works. Let's be honest, even if I saw the code, I probably wouldn't know how it works. I'm digging this. Okay, so you know what? We're coming up with a formula for Hemolacria. To make a winning Hemolacria run is really not rocket science. We need a strong effect that doesn't rely on having a high rate of fire, because a high rate of fire is just never going to happen. You know, we got one good Tears upgrade, and it raised our rate of fire by like 8%. Well, getting Ball of Bandages, it's okay. A little bit more interested in getting our item room if at all possible, but so far can't complain. And that was, I think, as long as we go a little aggro, we're in a great spot. Awaz. And another blank rune. Hagalaz. Oh, no kidding. Is there a golden chest there? I didn't notice. Thank you so much for illuminating that for me. Really appreciate it. I actually think that this run could be... dare I say it? It's a little early, but I think it could be a 10. to get secret room. To get to the point where it's a 10, it completely relies on making Tammy's head kill most rooms in one shot. Like, that's really how we come out of this smelling like a rose. And right now, it's working out quite nicely. Key, please. No key. That's all right. Enough bombs to maybe... No, but we can still make it into our mob trap room, and maybe something will happen. Pardon me, a granola throat. Something will happen there. Well... Oh, we've been hit. This would be a supreme bummer. Obviously, one of these is going to be a library, one of these key rooms. But, you know, I'm not really sure what we're supposed to do about that. Did I get hit? I don't know. This is the most dangerous situation a young Isaac friend could ever ask for here. I don't think we're going to be able to go to our item room. I got no means with which to take advantage of our item room proceedings. Well, let's head downwards. I could D4 and maybe get stuff out of it, but then we'd lose Hemolacria. It seems like a waste. Anyway, I'm dialed. You know, if you don't watch PUBG, Fortnite, dialing is just when you are in a position where, you know, you're switched on. You're on the same wavelength as the game. You're not taking too much dumb damage, and you're focusing on good priorities in the future here. I'm not against an Isaac's room here. Hold on a moment. You need some help? What you got there? It's a large box from Amazon warehouse. Who knows? Could be... Is it a backpack? I didn't order a backpack. It just looks like a backpack-sized box, to be honest with you. Scratch pad? New scratch pad? Air filters for the HVAC system. She's leaving me hanging. I'm gonna have to find out after the video. Oh, the Pied Piper of destruction strikes again. Just be careful. Like, we shouldn't be messing with it too much. But of course, you know me. I'm messing with it a little bit. If you do this seed, feel free to let me know, by the way. What'd you get in that item room? Was it the mythical item that blew this run wide open? The rare Tammy's Head Hemolacria situation that takes it to an 11 out of 10? I think I'm completely okay with this. Range down stinks, but having this extra speed... very much for it. And a little rate of fire with a modest damage decrease, but I'm for it, I think. It's really all about the Tammy's Head play anyway, so if we can just get, really at this point, either higher damage or some kind of tier effect like Holy Light is what we're looking for. And we got a really good chance of a deal with the Angel here, actually, so you know what? I'm willing to give it the old college try. That was a complete whiff, unfortunately. But really, 2 speed means that we're able to get around here. Doesn't happen every time. It's gonna be an extremely annoying fight. I think it's a great time to pop this. Please. Please! Please! It's like the perfect fight to ruin me. We almost got him. Just keep him at bay. You got a window? Why was my window so terrible? I don't have a good answer for you. His invincibility is lying to me. He's dead. I think we got kind of lucky there. Deal with the devil. Don't mind if I do. No Krampus. Yo! Okay, so there's some amazing stuff going on here. I'm gonna level with you. Who doesn't love Mega? Nobody. Nobody doesn't love Mega. But hear me out here. Nah. We don't need that. Incubus. We can take them both, but I guess what we really should be saying is Tammy's Head. Tammy's Head is a 10 out of 10 more interesting item You know, it's like a best picture competition, you know? On the one hand, you got Get Out, you know? A film that's not for everybody, but I quite enjoyed it. Dynamic, young filmmaker. Let's grab that. A lot of positives, but, you know, a little bit non-traditional for the Academy's purposes. And on the other hand, you got, like, The Post. Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep. Semi-traditional Oscar bait. That's mega in this situation. Which one do you go for? You know, I think it depends on your personality. I think you know where I stand based on the decisions I made. I'm just really thankful we didn't die there. Really, I'm more of a Three Billboards guy. Actually, I haven't seen it, but I just... You know, sometimes you get that vibe from a trailer. You're like, this is my kind of movie. A little journalistically irresponsible, but last time I checked, my name isn't Richard Roper, working for the Chicago Sun-Times, so I think I have a certain degree of wiggle room there, if you will. Could you just, like, be a little stronger? Kinda... Whenever we come up against a strong enemy, I get a little irritated. It's alright. You know, one of these days, using ball of bandages like that's gonna get us killed on this run. We're just hoping it's not today. Midas Touch is a really, really powerful ally in this situation. And if we play our cards right, it should give us access to a lot of value on the shops. Yo, this is extremely dangerous. Get a bomb in there. We deflected our own bomb. Not a good practice. Oh, we've done it. We've at least started to do it. Okay. Because we got Goat Head, 100% chance of a deal with the devil. Might as well grab this, definitely not touching anything else. And I guess we'll take a range upgrade. And that was Depths 1, so we're doing alright here. It's just with the added caveat that at any given moment it could all fall apart, you know? In the whole scheme of things, I think our range upgrade affects us about, you know, like 1%. But, you know, let's not be negative. It doesn't affect us 1% in the negative direction. It affects us 1% in the positive direction. You know, you stack up enough 1%, what do you get? You get in the 1%. Very inspiring. Or troubling, depending on your perspective, I suppose, within, you know, nature of wealth disparity in present modern climate. But, you know, that being said, I digress. It's not really that sort of video. Let's re-roll everything on the ground. And that was worth, you know, throw another 0.3% on the pile there. And then, I think, stop trying to use Midas Touch. Oh my god, an update is available for Creative Cloud. That's okay. That's not on your... If you're watching this and you're going, oh, Creative Cloud needs an update, nah, it's on my end. Never fear. So, Nun's Habit is cheap but useless on a Lost run. You like that play right there? You know? Usually I kick the bomb, this time I kick the chest. I think we want to go for a reroll. Battery is not necessary. Not necessarily bad, but not necessary. Throw a little money in here. Definitely the compass. Big plays. I want to try to be able to purchase a card, and I want the card to be a teleport, which is not what happened. We're going to work our way back, and we're going to work our way back for obvious reasons. Lots of good stuff here. Potentially. Lots of special rooms. That's a good way to describe it. There we go. We are using... I'm breaking from my own advice. I don't know. We gotta find, like, the optimal distance to use Tammy's head at. Because sometimes we're using it too close, and then, like, they're getting hit by a direct volley. But they're not taking any extra damage off the... You know, the ricochets. Something like that. That would look a little bit better. A little perturbed that the fact that it's not doing as much damage as I'd like, maybe. Should we... Hemolacria, is this like an aim to miss item? I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. So my new game plan is so simple. Make your head spin. Okay. We're gonna use it right there. Whole strategy basically boils down to walking into enemies when there's only one left on the screen. Or two, like we had there. And that's an extra shop item. And you know, it keeps stacking up those 1%, you never know. Would I enjoy getting a deal with the devil, like 9 lives or something, that maybe took our 1% chance and made it 101%? Wouldn't say no to it. Wouldn't kick it out of bed for eating crackers, but... You could go Curse Room, but you don't have to. They're both on the verge. Okay, Yumheart is just horrible. There was no reason for that. If you're careful on this room, get some big moves. Ace of Hearts, Hierophant, not big moves. Actually, just a complete waste of our existence here, but enough. Well, no, I was looking to see if we had a teleport card, which we do not. We haven't found a secret room yet. You got something for me, Navi? Come, Navi. You guys, whoa. Big Our Lady Peace fans? Probably not, huh? It's more of a Canadian thing. Guess we'll take Mom's purse, and, I think, all things considered, the mom fight shouldn't be too bad. Mission accomplished. Go peep this deal with the devil. If it's Krampus, you know. There he is. You gotta deal with him at some point. Theoretically. That's how you say that word, right? Theoretically. In all likelihood. Dude, I love Lump of Coal because it will help us out on these Tammy's headshots. Obviously, Krampus's head. Not interested. Have to be a pretty dang good deal, or a pretty dang good boss rush item here to convince me, and I gotta be honest with you. It's close. I'm making the mature decision here. If I had a teleport card, no contest, I'm out. Without having a teleport card, I think we would definitely die. It is anti-Zane, I'll be the first to admit that's a Zaneless decision I made there. But what's more zany, you know? Giving this run the opportunity to live and get substantially more Zane in the future, or fighting off 2 waves of bosses and then dying to get Infestation 2, you know? I'll let you be the judge. You know, everyone always asks, well, they always ask you when you're like 20 and then you get over it, but say, you know, is it better to burn out or is, you know, fade away? Why not both? You know, why don't you fade for a little while after being a bright star? You had something for me, yeah. And then burn up right at the very end, you know? It's like a whole genre of movies, the fade out and burn away. The bucket list. Last Vegas. I think you should live an uproarious existence as a youth, if that interests you. If you want to, you know, read rare books by Edgar Allan Poe, by all means as well. You should live your life however you want to. And then enjoy your fading period. And then, you know, do some sick Evel Knievel style jumps in your 80s, and if you go, you go. You know, as long as you're leaving thieving, we'll be leaving with some kind of dough. So until that day we expire and turn to vapors, me and my capos will be somewhere stacking plenty papers. Keeping it real, packing steel and getting high, cause life's a what? And then you die. Dude, this run is actually... Hemolacria was built for the Tammy's Head synergy. If the first time you ever got Hemolacria, you got Tammy's Head along with it, you would be tricked, like David Blaine style, into thinking it's one of the best items in the game. And, gotta be honest, I'm kind of tricking myself with it right now. So I'm really, really relying on these devil deals that were guaranteed to do some work for us. We've gotten some okay stuff. Well, not really. Incubus was good, but apart from that, we've been kind of dry. But hey, there we go, Guppy's Tail. Getting some work done. I don't know, what do you prefer here? I think we like Latchkey, but it's not as close as you might think, in my world at least. Head down. This is a surprisingly fast run, but, you know, Tammy's head tends to run hot. Let's check. Extremely important pickup here. So here's what I think you do. You want to check your special rooms. I think you either want to Emperor out of the curse room, or you want to Emperor out of this room right here. Oh, extremely valuable. I think we're gonna Emperor out of this room, and if the mood strikes us, we can walk back to the curse room. This is real dangerous, though. Okay, thank God we somehow got past the turret wave and went straight to the zombie wave, which is a little bit easier for us to deal with. You know, for the most part, dodges here tend to be pretty easy. You're just watching out for, like, devil spawns. As a spawn as dictated by the devil, where they spawn an enemy, you know, right in your freaking face. You know, I'll have you know, I played a lot of Toho in my day. That's a blatant falsehood. But look at this. Bullet hell? I don't think so. Bullet heck. Please respect the language filter. My little brother's watching. We really just cannot take little harbingers. It's just too dangerous. So I would say that's, you know, a below average expected yield out of the deals with the devil, thanks to Goathead, but, you know, I'm not complaining too much. This run's still beautiful. I just hope... What's our luck stat at? 4 luck. Now, I thought they stopped selling that stuff because a bunch of college students were having heart attacks, but 4 luck? Oh, you get it. I want some good payouts on the chest. And if I'm being level with you, I think we deserve it. You know, we performed pretty well on this run. We took Hemolacria as a form of self-flagellation, and you know what? Through that punishment, we discovered reward. Come get a taste. Still a little cheese we're not killing these enemies a little faster, but... It's partly because I don't understand how Hemolacria works at all. I still don't know if you're supposed to hit or you're supposed to miss. All I know is Tammy's head is doing a bang-up job. Love that room. Love this room. With Guppy's tail, we definitely do want to, Oh, yeah, keep him in a line. Dude, that worked extremely well. So dangerous. Man, can't buy another Guppy item. With Guppy's tail, we definitely want to take all the keys. You know, this is not a time to get on your high horse about, like, productive laziness. Just write a book and go #1 on the New York Times bestseller list in your 40s with it. That's my exit strategy for that one. It's a trash item. Get it out of here. I want that off of my desk first thing tomorrow morning. Still 7 keys. I'll open it. I shouldn't. You know what? I'm not going to open it. Let's make the adult decision. That would be a bad opening. Dude, why is my damage so bad after Tammy's head? Could have something to do with 40 rate of fire combined with 7 damage, you think? I think we got him. I'm not going to open it. We need the keys. You know, we're going to use 4 of these keys immediately. The thing is, whatever golden chest we get on our next floor... No. Stay loose. Yeah, this loose. Don't get too loose. Loosey-goosey's bad. I loosely heard prayers on your first album, truly. Please. Stay loose. Lucky us. You know what? Just for that, I'm going to open up one of these. Didn't go so hot. Couple of real, you know, hot rooms coming up here. Gotta be honest with you. Mom's heart was a little tricky. And Isaac's proven to not be the easiest boss either. The longer we go without taking damage, the closer we get to, you know, some orbital, dare I say the word, acquiescence. Okay, it took brass bulls to stand still in the face of danger there. I think we end up laughing in the end as a result. Should only take 70 or 80 extra shots here to kill this guy. Yo, we need, like... we need something beyond the initial barrage. Because Tammy's head is doing great work. But there's a lot of rooms on the chest that, realistically speaking, we're not going to be able to win with a single play of Tammy's head. I'll accept a lot of analogs here. More damage, better tier effects, much better rate of fire. Car battery is another one that could circumvent the whole proceedings. I'd accept it. Money equals power would be pretty huge. Please just be dead. Thank you so much. That was like the best Isaac fight we've had in weeks, and I'm feeling rejuvenated. Win, lose, or draw, this run has accomplished what I set out to do, I think. Decent. Decent. Not good. Who knows, really? So I'll take Guillotine for the extra damage and Distant Admiration for the extra, well, the extra damage, really. Ares, I mean, it's not worth not taking Ares when you really think about it, but I don't know if it's really worth taking Ares either, because we're already at 2 speed. I think you can store kind of like a speed buffer. I was really hoping to kill Sloth last, but once we killed Lust, I was hoping to kill Sloth last. Please. You know what else would be, like, a huge get for us? He has actually done it. Extremely genius level plays. What would also be amazing for us is if we were able to pick up a respawn. And it doesn't have to be 9 lives. At this point, have to imagine, you know, if we get an Ankh, we're gonna win. If we get a Lazarus's Rag, we even have Spirit Hearts we can pick up, we're probably gonna win. If we get a 1-up, at least we have a little extra, you know, wiggle room. We might win regardless, and then this is all for naught. Excuse me, I placed a bomb there? I must have hit it with one of my own shots. Yo, we got hit. It was subtle, but we got hit. Don't get confused. He's done it. Don't walk into your own bomb. That's a bad way to go. You know what? Hook me up with that magic mush. I got high hopes. To be honest, Liberty Cap is, like, pretty okay. Kind of a whiff. Okay, meet me in the middle. Our damage now, remember when we had 3 damage when we were rocking this run? That was, like, horrendous. Now, with 9 damage, it's a big number, relatively speaking, but Hemolacria is doing great work. You know, we're actually killing weak enemies in 1 hit, and I'm not being sarcastic, like, that's good enough, for now at least. Scissors, that's not good enough. Basically, ever. So you really, if possible, want to kill War first. What is happening, Peter? Well, we are going to kill War last. He imploded and then took out the other enemy with him, but life goes on. Bookworm? Not quite there yet, huh? Decent. Even just, like, taking out half the enemies on the room. That's enough. Due to Tammy's head. Everything else we can handle, you know? I'll take it from here. You know, you're like the cleanup hitter, Tammy's head, and I'm over here batting 6th. Coach is like, if you just get on base, you've done your job. Honestly, we should take Flat Penny. We have Mom's Purse. little scary. He never shoots the brimstone laser up, so him being below you, perfect situation. It's like Dua Lipa says, if you're under him, you ain't getting over him. Words to live by. Sure, let's take fruitcake. I actually think, obviously there's a high degree of danger associated with fruitcake, because of, you know, shots that could explode in our face, but I think the upside more than compensates. Okay. What happened? Have we... Oh, no, Hemolacria is still working. It's just, it looks weird from time to time. Yeah, I mean, the shots are small, but they're doing great damage. So, you know what? Seems like a positive to me. Little strange, but... You're looking happily deranged. Well, mom transformation. The thing is, you got a little inconsistent damage room to room. Some rooms are really good, some rooms are, you know, you roll snake eyes on the tier effects and you're not too pleased. This card could change everything. Well... It actually did change everything. It's a very good card for us, because if we take damage early on the fight, we'll just leave. We'll teleport out. Yo, let's go. What do you have for me? The map! What an incredible item for us to be receiving at this late juncture. I think we exploded, so... I hate starting without Tammy's head, but... I mean, I'm pretty sure I started that by exploding, and now I'm like, oh my god, fruitcake could just literally kill us. Or I could just walk into a shot. Hey, all things considered, still pretty happy with that run. I had a great time. I got a newfound appreciation for the Hemolacria Tammy's Head combo. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.